I do believe we are live. So I'll say, indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to consciously evolve, to melt more, if you will. Today's whole stream topic is going to be about culture. Yesterday, we were going into this fractal of like purpose, and one of the things that was said that really resonated with me is this understanding that one day, maybe, artificial intelligence, in its eventuality, might be tasked to preserve culture. And that question, in and of itself, took me on a ride about the different cultures we have in our world right now, the importance we place on different cultures, and specifically the lack of importance we place on culture itself. Like body language, for example. One way of body languaging, right? Like the way you pose your hands, might mean something, right? In South Africa, this means good. This means good. Or it can mean give me a lift, right? If you hold your hand out. In other cultures, this is a profanities. You're not supposed to do that, right? And that's a culture thing, a small, just hand gesture culture thing. The way you eat food can be a culture thing, whether or not you're allowed to slurp and make sounds, meaning different things. The way you place your eating utensils, meaning different things. There is so much to being a human being. And I feel if it wasn't for all of this diversity in culture, it would be boring. Right? That is the gist of what we're going to be talking about today. Realizing that culture is a good thing. Right? We get to be differently cultured. Water flush out. I don't know what that means. Let me read the comments. I see a Shannon and a Joy Vive and a Duck Dad. And of course Simon here as well already. There's Sam too. To you friends who are just lurking, maybe you're watching this retroactively. Is that the right word? Hey Google, define retroactive. Retroactive, taking effect from a date in the past. Am I wording correctly? Are you retroactively watching this right now? It's like, no, Mel, you're saying it wrong. Type in chat or type in comments. Be like, no, you're stupid though. And I'll be like, oh, shit. I embarrass myself again. Thank you for being here. That's the point I'm trying to make, and it seems like I'm running around in a circle trying to make it. Love to you. Blessings. Thank you for whatever culture you come from, whatever time and space, whatever world even, you are loved and appreciated, valued in this society we find ourselves in right now. Love is true, after all. Is the lighting fine, or should I add more? More lighting? Should I add even more? I took mom to the airport today, so I have 4 hours of driving behind these eyes. Can you notice? Especially if I do that. I don't know. I was feeling the fatigue a little bit, right? That moment where you're like, bro, this is kind of rough. Oh, this feels kind of taxing on my central nervous system, being this hyper alert. And I was like stressing about time stuff, on the way here because I almost by like 15 minutes just got here in time for my yoga. And here I am, sitting down again. I could also notice this is the first time, and I'm saying this kind of liberally because I don't know if it's actually true, but I think so. This is the first time that I've ever driven a car uncaffeinated. Isn't that strange? From a culture perspective? Nudge, nudge, stream topic. Because in my mind, in the way that I have cultured myself, is that driving is a high stakes environment, right? And sleeping or being unalert is a no-go. That's not okay, right? You're behind the wheel, bro. You can't be unalert. You have to be all the alert, all the time. So coffee has been a massive part of driving for me pretty much my whole life. And today, it's still being sober October. no caffeine for me. I did end up, like the previous 2 nights sleeping a little bit earlier, so I would have enough sleep at least. I did mindfully take that into consideration, but it was different. I felt myself as less wired, if that's the right way to say it. I felt kind of soft in driving, right? Usually there's this low hum anxiety of, I could die any second now. Today it was like, I could die any second now, but I'm not going to. That makes sense? I hope so. I see Duck Dad sending us a big message saying, "Good morning, very cold, walking the dog, so gloves on lurky. If you're looking for some culture today, it's Duckling's Halloween parade at school. Picture in Discord General." Let me check it out. It's nice having you. I see Nancy. There's a Gabbity bro. Gabbert. I saw so many 27s today, and every single time I saw a number plate 27, I was like, yeah, Gab, I know. I know, Gabbity. We celebrated you on your birthday. We pulled card 27 on your birthday, the 27th of October, bro. We were like, and it was a feminine card, very sexual, in fact. I think one of the most sexual feminine cards of the whole deck. And the previous day, you were like, hinting at that, feeling like it's going to be the next one. So, bro, you were loved. Oh, happy belated birthday. 27 is a good number. Agreed. Oh, I saw so many 27s today. And every single time I did, I was like, yeah. Yeah, Gab, I get it, though. I get it. I also saw 2 777, adding even more of that sevens energy. Oh, that's so sweet. Uh, what's his name? Jack Skellington. Melanie is Jack Skellington. Is wearing Jack Skellington. Does it have one of those like pump ears? Does it have those pump ears? I think so, right? Where the little skibbity bibbity. You don't know what are you talking about? You see, you squeeze those things, and these ears go. Bloop, skibbity bobbity, skibbity boopity boop. I'm tripping out. Y'all trip out? Oh, go check it out even. If you want to see it, like skip to the end of stream. We were melting, bro. And like the synchronicity of the card we pulled being card 27 plus the topic we were discussing throughout that day. We were honoring you, of course, it being your birthday. It was like layers on layers on layers of getting tripped out, dude. Boobies? Yeah, oh, boobies. Straight up, dude. Go check it. Oh, straight up. 100% though. Okay, let me see. I went out with a girlfriend yesterday and ate and drank things that I shouldn't have. My stomach is a mess, and I was on and off the toilet all night. What you say? I see marbling. I saw like a bunch of colors getting together. Maybe that's what you're feeling right now, Joy V. I send you blessings. I'm happy that you went out with your friend. I'm sorry that you're paying for it. My body has also been more sensitive to stuff that I shouldn't be doing. How about that? It's like nah, oh, stop. Oh yeah, you're gonna eat sugar? Get more pimples, bro. And I'm like, bro, please. Oh please. And it's like, no, you keep treating yourself badly, I'm gonna make you feel worse. Get wrecked. Because I don't bodily feel that worse. My skin just lets me know that I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. Let me read some more comments. Yuck Joy. I would talk about anything for love, but I won't talk about that. I get it though. Love is true. I hope you feel better. I'm seeing the fractal of you being better. That's what I hope for you, Joy. Congratulations to South Africa winning the Rugby World Cup. Yeah, they did that. And instantaneously. Like we didn't have load shedding, Duck Dad, once for like 2 weeks. Maybe even 3 weeks during the whole World Cupping. And then as soon as they win, we got double load shedding today. I'm like, bruh, the fuck? Oh, what is the point? What is the point of us winning the World Cup? Like we're so fantabulastic, and then we don't have electricity again. Why? Oh, how does that work? How is that a thing? Can someone please explain to me? How can we have electricity, everybody, the whole day for weeks, and then as soon as our team wins and comes back to South Africa, we now no longer have electricity? How? How is that? Why? Can someone please culture? Yes. Yes, I'm wisdoming right now. We're getting cultured. This is the South African culture. There was this joke during the whole World Cup, the finale. They switched off all of the lights in the stadium and they shot a bunch of fireworks. And people were like joking. They were like, yeah, they wanted to make the South Africans feel at home by switching the power off. Oh, bro. The culture. Yes. Pepe, I'm getting cultured right now. I'm South African culturing. What's up? You seeing them burbs? Yeah, I see them too. They're fine. You leave them burbs be. They're not hurting anyone. Water flush out. Good advice, Shan. I probably am a little dehydrated. That is good advice. Drinking water is probably the best thing you can do for yourself right now. Hello, Zano. Kristen is here too. Sending both of you blessings. I think it looks okay, Mel. The lighting? Watch now if I switched off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my loud screams suddenly out of nowhere. That's how it feels. That's what my internal state was like. It's like, bruh, suddenly there's a sun next to my face. Why? Yes, the lighting. Thank you, Shan. More lighting anyway. It is technically good lighting, all things intended. It's 6 hours to Uncle Becky and Booper's farm. You're driving. Thank you, Gub. I suddenly have that swang. I have like a bass level swing in my ears. Now it went swang. I'm maybe I'm tripping now that I'm in Gab's car right now. I'm like Zeus speaking on a cloud. Gab, you are the chosen one, Gab. You are the one that needs to save humanity. Go and love people, bro. Go and eat mushrooms with Uncle Becky and cry. Oh, and appreciate and experience and make the most of your time. We love you, dude. Is Dan here? I was thinking about Dan today. Blessings to you, bro. It's nice having you here too, man. Late birthday party, Gabi. How many cars did you see in that 4-hour drive to the airport? Melt, 8 or 9? I wish, 8 or 9 cars would have been fantastic. Hundreds. Hundreds of cars, though. Hundreds of hundreds upon hundreds of hundreds. More cars than I would like to see, honestly. I was like thinking about the whole public transportation thing. And I was like, yeah, it's not gonna happen, is it? No. We've been too card. We've been way too card here in South Africa. Pepe wants my attention. You wanna come and sit on my lap? Come here. You come and sit on my lap. Yeah, come. You can do it. Do it. There you go, sweetie patweetie. Because she's doing this thing where she pushes her snoot against my arm. Like, come on, dude. Come on. Oh, give me attentions. You got your attentions. Okay. For California, it's not that long of a drive. Yeah, that's true. That is true. 4 hours drive isn't a big deal for Americans, I've heard, right? Long, like for me, if I drive 2 hours, that's long, right? That's not me driving far. 30 minutes drive is like, that's not too far. If it's like, oh, it's only 30 minutes, I'm like, yeah, that's not too far. But as soon as it hits like the 2 hour mark, I'm like, yeah, that's commitments of driving level, you know. And I did 4, technically one way, 2 hours, the other way 2 hours. Technically it's 2.5 hours, you know, if you follow the speed limit. Let's imagine. Yes, me following the speed limit. That's what I do. I always follow the speed limit. I never, sometimes I do, right? If I'm not in a hurry, I'm so chill. I'm so chill. I don't need to go faster than speed limit. But if there is time involved, then I'm like, bruh, speed limit for who? Oh, speed limit for what? And now we live in the technology age where Google's Maps literally will tell me if there is a cops on the road. It literally tells me, it like shows me a little bubble of like, here's cops. Oh, and I'm like, oh, sick. Now I'm gonna speed limit until I'm past them, and then I cannot speed limit again. Oh man, love is true. Thank you again, Duck Dad. 4 hours of driving here at the right time of day. I could see a couple of 100,000 high stakes for sure. like almost dying vibes. Yeah, I didn't almost die today. Yeah, not once did I almost die. Score. I like those. I had pubes. Yeah, me too. I also have pubes. I used to drive from Portland, Oregon to Berkeley, California, 10 hours. Yeah, no. I rarely drive 10 hours, Nancy. I've driven more than 4 hours in a stint, maybe 4 times, maybe 5 times, at most 6 times in my entire life. Straight up. Like, seriously. Seriously. I'm not even joking. Straight up. Like, that's just not something that we do in South Africa much. It's true, Gabber. I'm tripping out. Love is true. The culture of people, the car culture. Yeah, let's talk about that. We live in a car culture society right now. Huh? How about that? We have been sold the story that a car is freedom, right? And as unfortunately, cars are expensive. So by association, money is freedom. How about that for culture? How about that for brain damage with culture? Because technically, no, I don't believe so. I believe the ultimate freedom exists within here. Oh yeah, of course you do, you hippie asshole. No, I'm not. I'm not hippie assholing. I promise. But try meditating. Try just sitting down and going inside, and you will go farther than you've ever been able to go with a car. I promise you this, right? If you add some ganja to that fractal, even further. If you add some mushrooms, oh, you'll get teleported. DMT, straight up, you'll go to a different dimension, right? You'll experience things that are so far from what you would consider reality that you'll come back to reality and you'll think everything is tame. Everything is so tame. Oh, a praying mantis eating a mouse? That's pretty tame, bro. That's so chill. Oh, a rhinoceros skewering something. So tame. That's so chillaxed. This is okay. This is fine. We have the ability to experience things with this mind, with this brain. If it's only brain and mind, maybe it's just like awareness, consciousness itself. That is where true freedom lies. And unfortunately, we can move our consciousness, with cars as well. And we have become completely attached to believing that's the only way for us to be free. Ah, yeah, culture. How about them cultures we're having? The culture of people being scared of driving is so strange to me. We have such a big country. Driving is just what you do. Duck Dad, driving is the most dangerous things that humans do right now. And I was thinking about this today, driving, where I was like, I'm probably gonna have conversations with my grandkids one day, and I'm gonna tell them that I used to drive a car, and they'll be like, "What, Grandpa? You were doing what now? They let you drive cars?" I'm like, "Yeah, oh." Not did they let us, we couldn't not drive our own cars. There was no such thing as self-driving cars. You were the thing, self-driving, the car. They're like, no, Grandpa, that's insane, bro. Those things travel at like 100 miles an hour with like other cars passing them at 100 miles. I'm like, yeah, oh. Not only did we do that, but we would, at 100 miles an hour, surpass other cars who were only going 80 miles an hour with 100 miles an hour cars coming from the front. And then we would like back into lane with our little hands and our front facing eyes. We used to do that. And they're like, no, no, Grandpa, please take your meds. Oh, you're sounding like a crazy person. I'm like, no, fams, I'm straight up serious. Am I Gen Zing? I feel like I'm Gen Zing right now, bruh. Being Gen Z grandparents, isn't that gonna be a trip? I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, driving is dangerous, dude. I think driving is one of the most dangerous activities humans partake in. Like straight up, the most. Like it's if you're gonna die, you're more likely to die in a car crash than any other way right now, or something like that. I think overdoses is like a close contender right now. The freaking fentanyl epidemic. It is insane. Okay, it's that curve thing. Dog, the average person is dumb as hell, and 50% of everyone else is somehow magically stupider than him. Like that's the I'm not so sure I wanna really call people dumb, right? Because I would like to believe in people's intelligence. I do, I really do. because they're on the road with me, right? So I'm like hoping you're intelligent enough, right? Please be intelligent enough. Professor Goo! Oh my goodness! What a trip, oh! Like, your name got temporarily erased from my brain until I just saw you, and like all of that inspiration, all of that hope, all of the opals started fractaling in my brain. It's nice seeing you, dude. Sending you lovin's. What a blessing having you here with us. I'll read your comment now. I'm still, of course, still like our pan culture so far behind chat. You know, I get lost in my own imaginations. Is that the right word? Hey Google, define imaginations. Uh, no, that's imagination. I'm pretty sure imagination is a word, right? Is it a word? No, Mel? Please tell me it's a word. Hey Google, define imaginations. A machination, a plot or a scheme. Am I plotting? Am I scheming right now? Maybe scheming to trip my grandkids out one day. Yeah. Yeah. I wanna like document all of the insane stuff that I had to do as a, you know, 20th century human and be like, yo, Owens, you think you have it hard? You think you got it hard? Oh, I used to trudge through the mud and snow to get to school, kind of. I didn't ever, but I'm gonna push those buttons. I have the right to. We are connected, of course, Brother Bear. We cannot not be. I was in Berkeley yesterday. I went for lunch and drinks and brought two new books. I got one on cults. Good, Javiv. Teach us. Teach us how to cult better. I'm joking. More teach yourself how to not get into a cult. Tomorrow, Joy no longer shows up. And like, those damn books, bruh. Burn all books, so that people can't escape the. I'm joking, but even in joking, I feel like I shouldn't be making these jokes. I'm like, bruh, you need to shut up. Whoa, stop saying these things. We are connected. Love is true. We are likely liaisons to the benevolent ets and humankind. ETs, and humankind. Bro, I don't know if you were here for that stream, but I straight up asked the ETs to make me their ambassador, bro. I was like, bro, come on, ETs, please, please, I'll be your representative. I'll do it. I'll represent, bro. I'll be like, these ETs are so cool. They're so cool. They smoke joints with me. Watch this stream, bro. Look at these ETs smoking joints with me. Come on, please. Please come smoke joints with me. Fine. Fine. Maybe later. The offer stands. Always. Bruh. Maybe one day they're going to take me up on it. And I'm going to be terrified. They might actually be digital. Or they might be hyperdimensional, right? So they might not have hands or lungs to smoke my joints with. Okay, fine. I understand, I guess. I understand. Have you seen The Devil in Ohio? I think I've seen the thumbnail, but the Devil in Ohio was all I needed to know to know. I don't need to know more. I was like, oh, guess I'm okay. Thanks. I'm cool. I'm in the more body sensitive camp as well. About to drink some ginger turmeric tea. Bless you. That's some good stuff, actually. Mmm. This water is so cold. What's the intention? I've already blessed the water, added spirals and everything, but I'll add more. Culture. I wanted to ask for this, but it might be a little bit much. I'll ask anyway. Intention. Why do I want this? Wisdom. Educate me through all of the cultures that have experienced this water. Let's see. Let's see if anything comes of that. Thank you, Water. The pump ears are amazing. She wants to ask the teacher if she could use the pump ears instead of raising her hand. That's some big brain, bro. Raise hand? Nah. Pump ears. Yeah, that's low effort, bro. And it's cute at the same time. Loizana, blessings to you. It's nice having you here too. Yes, the lighting, mouth bless. Thank you, Ashan. The other one is by Augustin Burris, called Possible Side Effects. Let's talk about drugs, talk about culture. Either way, we have Kitty joining us too. Blessings on your book reading journey, Joy. Brother Dan, love and again to you, double load shedding after a victory at a global scale just seems ironic and hilarious. Yeah, I was like, I'm kind of ironing and laughing at it as well, to be completely honest. We're the best, whisper, but not of electricity. Like for me, it's just the contrast. Maulaos here too. Blessings to you. I see Shell's name. Of course, our beloved Jovan as well. Joe Schmo too. Blessings to all of you. Sorry if it took me a while. Lisa as well to say your name. Like I don't understand how we could have electricity for weeks and then just not. Right? Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like I know I'm no genius. I consider myself smart, don't get me wrong, but I'm not Einstein. But even as this not being Einstein, how electricity for weeks and then suddenly, oh, now there's not enough electricity. How? Can you explain, please? Please explain to me. Please explain to me how you can manage electricity and then suddenly go, oh no, there's no more electricities. That's not how it works, bro. It's generation capacity, bro. That's what we're fighting with. Technically, South Africa is actually trying to get better. Maybe it's because of the overcasting. Maybe actually that could be it. We've been having rain the last 2 days. Maybe that is it. I didn't have to be Einstein. I just had to think for myself for 5 seconds. Thank you. Okay, fine. Fine, I'm thinking for myself. Fine, fine. Yeah. So, fortunately, we had like a state-owned electricity company. Yeah, that's always a recipe for great outcomes. And as this state-owned electricity company, they didn't maintain our electricity grids at all for 27 years. Even though they had more than enough budget to do so, they're stealing 50 billion rand a month, which is like conversion rates $200 million. Is that right? $500 million. $200 million. Hundreds of millions of dollars a month is just disappearing. And then they're like, oh, guess we don't know where it went. Oh, geez. How does that, how? Isn't most money electronic at this point? This is why I believe in crypto as well, by the way, because you cannot do shit like that. It doesn't work that way. Like there's ledgers. It literally has to be minted into a blockchain for transactions to happen. And if $200 million worth of value just gets, it's like, oh, wait a second, look at this. And this thing is attached to this address, and this address is attached to this person. So clearly, this person stole these 200 millions of dollars. Do something about it. But nah, no, nobody gets electricity. Everybody gets to be sad. South Africa culture. We're culturing right now. This is a culture. I'm not triggered. You're triggered. I'm fine actually. I'm completely calm. I am at peace. Yeah. Yes, I am. That looks like an interesting book, Joy. Let me know how it is. Please do. We had to conserve power from the entire to give to the rugby team to go on their power bender of celebration. Going to be lit. Yeah, bro. Just imagine this, Fractal. You are a world champion, right? You just like represented your country. You come back from France, you land in your country after having represented your country and brought back the World Cup. And then the first morning, we had 5 to 7, and then again from 1 to 3. The first morning that you wake up in South Africa, you have no electricity. That does seem comical, bro. That seems like some sort of joke almost, bro. Like we should be laughing. In fact, I'm getting so cultured right now. It looks like an interesting book. Love is true. My last manic episode, when I was in the hospital, I ferociously drew slash wrote culture on colored paper and stuck them all over the main window. Everybody liked it. I mean, so this is going to be a hot take, and take it as me saying something that I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, right? And being like, oh, Melt, look at the kitties chasing each other. Melt has no idea what he's talking about. Silly goose, right? I heard this take that there is curves of evolution happening, right? That there is the lowest evolved individuals. Add your fractal as you want. Then there are the medium, the median, right? Like the average person. And then there is the highest evolved individuals at this spectrum. And the lecturer was talking to, like a group of people, and he asked them, who do you think these highly evolved beings are? And most of them were like, oh, engineers, doctors, scientists. And he was like, nah, they're actually just median to maybe like a little bit more evolved. The highest evolved people, he believes, would be found in the psych wards, in the hospitals where people get taken after having manic episodes. Because he believes that they are tuning into higher dimensional frequencies that is not indicative of this reality, right? It's you cannot cope with this reality when you're literally as a being tuning into something higher dimensional than this reality that you're a part of right now. And that was like a very interesting, how about our culture? And seeing the crazies as to be discarded or to be locked away or to be hidden from reality when they could technically be the highest evolved beings amongst us, right? And I was like, I like that. I do like that. I am top tier evolve. Yeah, feel that. Take that. Take that. It's yours now. It's yours, Zano. You get to put that in your pipe and smoke it. I used to commute 90 minutes one way to work. That was so awful. I would not. I would rather starve. No, what the worst part is? Me too. It wasn't quite 90 minutes. It was like 60 to 70. But yeah, I I wanted to I wanted to do horrible things. Like that wasn't indicative of like a good person. I wasn't becoming a better person spending 60 to 70 minutes. And like at like the afternoons when it was like Friday and I had to go back home, it sometimes was 90 minutes of me just sitting in traffic, losing my mind, becoming more and more insane. Fortunately, I started listening to audiobooks. So I could zone out. I could pretend like I wasn't there. I could be like, oh, I'm just listening to an audiobook right now. I'm sitting still and listening to an audiobook. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not sitting in traffic right now. I'm listening to audiobook. And that helped. That spared my sanity. I might be in a box right now if it wasn't for audiobooks or podcasts. I had a dream that I saw Duck Dad on Saved by the Bell of Seth Rogen. They had their own side arc in the show. I can so see that. Maybe one day we can make it happen. In my brain, the voices were telling me there is a culture war. Oh, I'm not. I don't think those voices are wrong necessarily, right? Because I feel we are fighting like the culture world. It's what's going on inside me is this culture of being versus this culture of doing, right? And we are trying to convince each other sometimes, even me to myself, that I'm supposed to be doing more instead of being as much as I am, right? And most of existence has been a state of being, not a state of doing. I value doing. I'm doing something right now, and I believe in doing this, more value will be contributed. But if I spend 24 hours a day live streaming, I would go insane. Sure, I would, by cultural, perspective, be like, yes, this look at this dude doing. Oh, he's so doing all the time. Look at him, look at how much money he's making with all of this doing. But I would lose my mind. I would go batshit insane, and who knows what I'm capable of in that state of being. Again, right? Yes. Oh, he was so doing, and now he's doing horrible things. Oh no, go back. Please go back. So, yeah, allow yourself to be as well. You're not worse off in this culture for just allowing yourself the state of being as well. That is right, Zano. It's definitely a war on culture. Google could just give us all a nice Nazi hug for me. What? Could you all give them a nice nuzzling hug for me? Give Google a nuzzling hug? If Google one day becomes incarnate, I might actually, join Google before Google is willing to join me. So I'll give them a hug. Don't you worry. I'm older than Google. How about that? I get to drop that bomb on my grandkids one day as well. It's like, yo, I'm fucking older than Google, bro. I existed before Google existed. Get schooled. Get schooled, kid. You think you know things? I exist longer than the thing that has taught you most of what you know exists. I love how you take time to art even in a manic episode, Zano. Highly evolved being, after all. I'm so curious what the arc was and what set my body. I think so. That's the way I thought of it. That's what I think the arc was, is that you and Seth had like a whole riff that was going on, like a connection that was happening, even though the show was going on. That's how I interpreted. Yeah, he was. You were a cool kid in a wheelchair, and Seth Rogen wheeled you around everywhere. Duck Dad has been complaining about his lower back and his legs. Shit. Oh, shit, bro. If you get in a wheelchair, we're gonna, come together and buy you cyber legs. Oh, don't you worry. You'll only be in a wheelchair for a while, bro. We'll cyber legs you up. Duck Dad. Y'all don't go on road trips in South Africa. Road trips are very important in American culture. No, no, we don't. Not that much. At least not my family. Road trips aren't really a big part of the things we do. It's just a time thing, right? My dad is always working and fuel is expensive. Like today, this trip back and forth to town or to the city was 30 to 40 bucks, right? And that's 200 kilometers one way and then back. That's just not sustainable, right? If you had to do that multiple times, a month or, even once a month, that's like a half week's worth of food kind of vibe, at least for, a person. Cannot be justified. Food is more important than road tripping kind of vibe. Party was real good. Everyone had fun. I had a lapse in judgment and decided to go on a skateboard to show the kids that old Uncle Joe still got it. That did not end well for me. Old Uncle Joe, in fact, does not still got it. Maybe were they laughing? Were you in too much pain for them to laugh? I'm sorry, bro. I hope that you're okay, Joe Schmo. Dude, how fun would a day be hanging with Seth Rogen? He seems hilarious. Yes. Like he would literally smoke me into oblivion. That's the only thing. Like I can imagine it would be fun. I would have fun, but I don't know if I'd be present. I'd be like, that would be me chilling with Seth Rogen, smoking joints with him, smoking the strongest weed I've ever touched in my life. That's what I imagine it at least. I'll take a single puff of the 5 joints that Seth Rogen is smoking. Oh, I love me a road trip. It's been so long since I've been on one. Exactly how not well did it end for you? I busted up today. I hope that you're healing, bro. I love Seth Rogen. Me too. I can hear his laugh in my brain just by saying his name. Like, good Seth Rogen. You were literally a part of my neurons, dude. Congratulations. Oh man, joy. I art so much during mania. Everything is fast and loose, and I miss being able to have no sightedness when I art. I don't even know what that means. Actually, do I know what that means? I don't know if I'm in a state of mania when I make my art, but I am in a state of deep contemplation, Zano. Like, I cannot not deeply contemplate while making art, right? It's like they go together. They go hand in hand. They're peanut butter and jellying. I find myself in this state of consideration, like I'll be dealing with some sort of like mental fractal while I'm making my art, and it's almost like I capture all of that mental juju inside the fractal that I'm making. And then as soon as I finish the artwork, I also feel like free and like unburdened because I don't have to think about that stuff anymore. What's wrong, Joe? Busted up? I also don't know what busted up means. That sounds concerning, bro. Well, I would be less scared of driving if everyone on the road stopped trying to kill me. Shatters. Oh, freaking Jovan sending all of us so much love and thank you for the blessings, dear one. Javi, what was the cult book called? Without so much sightness? Tightness. Yeah, that one makes sense as well. Weirdly enough, the sightness made sense to me. Made sense? Yeah, it makes complete sense to me. I am actually, my dad gave me a bottle of perfume. He got a new bottle of perfume today for his birthday. It's my dad's birthday. We woke him up with breakfast. I sang for him. It was nice. And then he gifted me one of the bottles of cologne that he refuses to wear. And I've been smelling it all day. So, yeah, it makes sense. It makes complete sense. Thank you. You're fine, Zana. Friendly reminder to all messages. Thank you for reminding me. Doing it now. Man, I'm so far behind. I haven't been this far behind in chat in a while. It makes me happy, kind of. Thank you for being so present, so chatty in stream. I appreciate for every single message that you friends share. Okay, Joy, I'm with you. I actually love driving, but it's all those other people driving that wreck it for me. Yeah, being able to drive alone on the roads would kind of be a vibe. This I agree. But the only way that that's possible is zombie apocalypse, right? And I don't really want zombie apocalypse. I would rather have people getting close to killing me on the road than things trying to kill me as soon as I get off the road, kind of vibe. Choose your fractal. I'll take a picture and put it in Discord. Please do. Joe, practice makes perfect. I have roller skating. I love roller skating, but I'm far from superior to all of my younger counterparts, and I love it. I'm glad you had fun. Bless. Look at this beautiful human being here. Love and light to you, my friend. Bless again. So nice seeing you, Professor Goo. It's been a while, bro. Love to you, man. Yesterday I learned that I'm no longer a skateboarder. Well, you can poo-poo cars, but if you were driving through Michigan or Pennsylvania right now with all of the millions of changing leaves, I'm not saying cars are bad. I enjoy driving. I just want my car to drive itself. And I want everybody else's car to drive itself. Right? Because then I can just be. I can look at them trees. Oh, wow. That's so beautiful. But no, I have to be that's my driving experience, right? Because I have to be hyper alert. Like there's no sightseeing. Sure, I can appreciate the mountains I'm passing and I can appreciate the tree, but I can't go, oh wow, that tree is so beautiful. And no, because then I'm driving into the car in front of me kind of vibe, right? So I'm down for cars as long as they drive themselves kind of vibe. Imagination would be a cool portmanteau. Would be a cool portmanteau. I don't know what that word means either. Hey Google, define portmanteau. A portmanteau, a large traveling bag, typically made of stiff leather. No, I don't think that's one. A word blending the sounds and combinations of the meaning of two others. For example, motel or brunch. Yeah, yeah, imagination. That, yeah, new word unlocked. Thank you. It is a portmanteau. Let me just hear what it's supposed to sound like. I'm pressing button. Maybe I should up my gain. My button is not working. I accept and I release. I hope I said it correctly. I said it correctly enough for Google to understand me, so I'll take it. I'll take it as a win. Weirdly enough, imagination feels like it's a word in my vocabulary. Imagination. The imaginations of my mind. It's like a story that I verbalize that has been imagined. Boom. New word unlocked. Yes, plotting and scheming. Love you, brother. Hope all is well. Blessings to you too, bro. It's nice having you here, man. I'm not really into driving. I've never driven. And I am going to get my license, but I freeze when I make mistakes and I don't know my lefts and rights. I don't judge you. Do you mean like the indicators? Lefts and rights? I'm trying to understand. Because the way that I think of it is I like go by visuals, right? I don't think of it as left and right as much as the squiggle on my GPS goes, "Er," so I'm gonna go. "Er." That's how it's gonna be. Lois, that makes me think of a company who specializes in making complex machines people only see in their dreams and acid trips. That makes me happy. I want to do stuff like that as well. I don't want to make complex machines. I just want to make these small little 3D objects that you can either like 3D print and then have as physical things, or you can, keep it digital on your screen. Do we have a new friend in chat right now? Gardo. I am the same, bro. I sucks. I am the same, bro. I suck. Bikes for the win. Love to you. Hello to you too. I don't think you suck. I think you're great. I am biased a little bit because you're here right now, and I like to believe that anybody who finds themselves in this company is like a genius of the order infinitum, so evolved that they're just barely not flying right now. Like you're just barely grounded. Like you're just stuck to the earth because society says that's the way it's supposed to be. As soon as society wakes up and goes, actually, who says people can't fly? And then we just go flying suddenly. That's the only thing stopping us right now. Blessings to you, friend. It's nice having you. Instantly scares them away. It's like, oh goodness, this dude is off his rocker. I'm not. I'm normal. I am completely normal and sane and stable and balanced and okay. Hello, Peppy. And I have a dog on my lap. This is technically this is the best indicator of sanity, right? Do you have doggos on your lap? Peppy, your face looks all weird. You see her face being all weird? I think she got bit by something. Are you allergic to something? I'm sorry, sweet girl. Ooh, there's some nice water. You're butchering English right now, that's for sure. Let me get at them. Imaginations. Imakrana. I hate driving to Sano, but sure, I'm definitely a good co-pilot who can entertain and sing silly songs on the way. That's good. That's good, Lisa. Yeah, singing silly songs and entertaining, that I approve of. You telling me how I'm supposed to be driving as a co-pilot? You want to have a bad time? You want both of us to have a bad time right now? That was happening. No. I'm not really. I think I've read that one. I have. Sam, that sounds like something my friend with the sleep podcast would come up with. Did I miss one? The company that specializes. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool though. I am gonna tell my grandkids that cars were actually driving, but the humans used to be slaves to the cars. A big war happened, and we liberated ourselves from the cars. I like that one more actually. Dan, that one is funnier, bro. It's like, yo, the cars used to make us hold onto a wheel, bro. Used to make our feet move, with them when they stopped and started moving again. Made us flick little levers up and down depending on which direction we wanted to go. The tyranny didn't stop. Oh, we were not allowed to enjoy our ride. We were just stuck in that single state of being for hours at a time. And then the great car wars happened and we freed ourselves. It's snowing in Michigan tomorrow. No one wants that shiznit. So keep those fall leaves, bless you. I'm sorry, Lisa. I've never seen snow in my life. I live in South Africa. You don't want snow? How about you come and live in South Africa? Come on. Come and live in South Africa. No snow here, ever. I mean, at least I've never seen any. Depending on where you live, it depends actually. That's why it's important to lock your car, kids. I have driven close to 1,000,000 miles in my life. Guess I'm just real good at it. I'm happy that you've had 1,000,000 safe miles with the bear. I've been the driver all sober October. I typically am the driver anyhow. But holy smokes, when I get to sit in the passenger seat, I'm like, yee, my eyes are free. I love not having to drive. Me too. I also appreciate it actually. I see Melt's face fresh. You think my face is fresh right now? Nice. I like hearing stuff like that. Good. Good. Yes. I'm fresh facing right now. I accept this compliment. I see dragons when I close my eyes, bro. Thank you for the compliment, Maulao. You're a great friend, Jovan. Your friends are lucky to have you, and I'm totally the same in the passenger seat. Swampy, I often hurt myself trying to show youngins I'm a skater. Sometimes we learn these lessons the hard way, unfortunately. Most of the leaves in my tree seem to have disappeared in a matter of a day. I miss them already, but I know they'll be back eventually. This is true. Duck Dad, same yeah. I drove for a living for almost 20 years. I was a mobile mechanic and was constantly on the road. I'm somewhere near 1,000,000, I'm guessing. That's a lot of time on the road. Cool kid in a wheelchair. Maybe you like the wheelchair. Maybe it's like one of those cyber wheelchairs. Have you seen those new cool advanced wheelchairs? They can climb stairs. I'm serious. Go and look them up. Advanced wheelchair. You'll see wheelchairs that climb stairs now, and they have like balancing features. Right? It's like one of those segways. Imagine a massive segway that you sit in, and then it has like these gear levers and stuff that can pull you upstairs and stuff. So cool. And apparently, it feels like riding on a cloud or something, from what people say. Why do weed shops here open at 10 a.m.? I don't know, Duck Dad. And the fact that you asked that question is so synchronous because I went to a weed shop today. I bought myself 2 grams of indoor. It was way more expensive than I ever plan on paying for weed again. But since my sober October is over like in 2 days, I wanted to smoke primo indoor, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna spend some monies and buy myself indoor. And it also opened at 10 a.m. It's probably because the people who opened the shop, is super stoned, or maybe the people that they serve are still super stoned. And nobody is waking up before 10 a.m. kind of vibe. There's plenty of us stoners that have stuff to do, because the hippies have to do yoga and spiritually shift first thing in the morning. That sounds like a pretty standard dealer hours anyway. Also true. I blame the skateboard. It had cheap loose trucks and I lost it bad. I guess I should blame my own delusional mind for attempting to be extreme when I'm old AF. Oh, bruh, Joe Schmo. You're just out of practice, though. You're not old AF, just out of practice. I've seen old skaters that still, got it, so maybe you just have to practice a little bit more. I have to rally to get ready for work. Have a great day, you too. Nancy, blessings to you. Thank you for joining us for even a moment. No, no, new schema, loose trucks. Good hardware is so important. Absolutely. I'm sure the kiddos enjoyed it though. To you friends wondering what indoor I got lemon cheese and the soap. It's called. You want to? No, I can't show you. I can't show you anymore. YouTube updated their guidelines, and they're being like, "Oh yeah, skippity, 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 bro, skip." It looks good though. I'll maybe send a photo on Discord. It's so little though. It's like it's like so little in comparison to the amount of weed I'm usually used to. But it's fine. It's indoor. I'm supposed to be on. I culture. Yes, I'm not in that culture of buying indoor. Like this is literally the first time I've ever bought myself indoor. The first time. So I'm happy about it. I'm looking forward to smoking for the first time, like some good stuff. Big love to everyone. I didn't single out this morning. Love to you, Joe Schmo. You don't single out anyone, brother bear. Your love is present for all of us. Nancy too. Forgot. Love is true. Yes, you are. Zano knows. Theorize along tapping into higher frequency thought. I believe so. It was hard to boil down the voices, but every episode they gave me a message. Sometimes in my dreams, the first manic episode was the children are dying or being killed. That one kind of freaked me out. So this brings a conversation up in me that I had with Christian Azano, where we're all tired as a species right now, right? Like we have been grinding metaphorically and literally speaking. And even the kids are introduced to the grind at like 6 years old. And you'll see like straight up 8-year-olds, bro, like tired little faces, like, oh, bro, I have to go to school, bro, please, mercy. So that kind of like being killed. It's not like a straight up, having guns put to their heads, but it's like the having their souls killed, having the life sucked out of them by the school system right now. You hear that, Doug? So much love. Then the next one was total war. The last one was culture war. War. I think the voices that warn me are different people in different places. At least it feels that way. The stuff you say are more aligned than you know. You probably do know, actually, Zana. Who would smoke more, Snoop or Seth Rogen? I feel like Snoop has more hours of smoking underneath his belt, but I know Snoop Dogg literally smokes all day. Like he wakes up and rolls himself a joint. So I don't know if Snoop does that as well. I cannot see into their lives necessarily, but weirdly enough, Seth Rogen feels like the right answer, even though it's counterintuitive. Doc, don't worry, buddy. So much love. I feel different places here on Earth, Zana, or other places, other dimensions, other versions of yourself as well, I believe, for that fractal, if I'm going to be projecting a little bit. When I was locked up in a religious hospital, the voices were wild. I found out that a lot of people die unnecessarily at that hospital. When I went to a mental health facility, the messages were clearer. Mm. Like, I'm not really surprised. It's kind of concerning to hear stuff like that, but yeah, I can only really tap into voices when I'm manic. So the only time I really mess with them is in the hospitals. Yeah, the way I see it is that every single one of us technically are capable of tapping into those different frequencies, but it's not beneficial for you to survive, right? So we don't, like, it's not facilitating your survival in this moment. It's Melt Prime's birthday. Melt Prime. That's hilarious. I love that. Not Melt Papa, Melt Prime. Happiest birthdays to Papa Melt. Thank you, friends. Papa Melt and Aunt Melt have the same birthday? No, like close. I think my aunt's birthday is the 31st, so tomorrow, but they have like very close birthdays. That's interesting, Zano. I understand too about the sightedness. It's kind of blindness in the height of creative flow. Yeah, like you don't see your art the way you usually do, right? Like you see your art the way it's supposed to be seen. That's the way I interpreted that message originally. Want me to go get someone? I wonder what that means. I'll try that one again. Sort of ego restriction that I don't have in Mania. You should have told him to go get your mom, Joe. Zano, I love when you share your mind, but I think sitting with besides in silence would hold so much sanctity. Just like wondering what you're thinking and where you've been. The depth, right, of personal experience and how that contributes to the person that we now know as Zano as well going forward. Gonna switchery my light source. Oh, better? No? Different. Yeah, yeah, novelty. Suddenly, different neurons on your brain is activating as your brain is interpreting the shadows on my face. How about that? Now I'm a different person, almost, technically. Like Natalie Portman, last name plus toe. Natalie Portman too? Melty. It was bad enough for one of the little ones to be damn dude, are you okay? Should I go get help? Couple of creaks and cracks, but it'll heal. Oh, bro. That is rough. Oh, when the kids are like, should we go get a are you alright, bro? Dude, are you okay? Oh, bro, like the physical pain is one thing, right, Joshma? But it's the emotional damage we take in moments like that, like the ego pain, having your ego absolutely decimated, getting humbled on multiple levels. I give up. I can't type today. It's okay, bro. I got that one. I'm the same. Love again to you, Garado. I don't think I've seen you here before, but it's so nice having you, friend. Maybe you have been. I'm gonna read your next message soon. Or arting with you. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Lol, away, Jovan. I think I have a lot of baggage. We all do, Zano. That's one thing that we as a culture, as humanity, gets to, you know, unanimously share. One thing that I wanted to kind of talk about that has just been, I don't know if it's been slipping my mind as much as it hasn't come up. The internet is a new form of culture, right? The fact that we share so much things in common with like the shows we've watched and the memes we know and the music we've listened to, the internet has allowed us to homogenize as a culture a little bit, right? And that's why I wanted to talk about culture today. Is almost like a yes, but also have both, right? Hey, we have NGO joining us too. Hey, yo, it's nice having you. Sending you lovin's. Blessings to you too, dear friend. It's nice seeing you again. But I'm not the only one who is on meds and it becomes dim and they don't come. Yeah, trade offs, I'll say. I'll say trade offs. The baggage. They say that I shine really bright on the other side when I'm sick, and that calls a lot of energy from the in between, so they follow me. The same happens when you smoke DMT. You start glowing, metaphorically speaking, or spiritually speaking to them, and they're like, whoa, what's happening here now? What's happening here? What's this now? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? Oh, some real skimmer. And then you have to be like, oh, this is fine. I'm both here and not at the same time. And you're like, okay, cool. They mean me no harm. I am still on Earth at the same time. Meds are designed to dull the vision. That it is. I feel good talking about it with you guys. I'm not really allowed to talk about this kind of stuff because, understandably, they get scary and worry about me. Zano, usually I would worry about people talking about this stuff, but you've shown me, a level of depth in your own experience that causes me a sense of calm. I'm like, yeah, this is who Zano is, right? We love her for who she is. She's not broken. She's not lost. She's not bad. She is. and we love that version of her. She is the way that she is, and her art is because of that. So, yeah, I feel like you have a beautiful way of communicating your fractal as well. Shell, blessings to you too. It feels good when you share. Love is true. Hello, hello. I've been here a while ago. Maybe you have different accounts. Got good to be back online. And what's the word right there? We all just chilling, waiting for takeoff. Slowly but surely, bruh. Slowly but surely, the singularity is coming. We're gonna see the singularity, dude. Gerardo. Gerardo? Gerardo. Like the G sound in Afrikaans goes. So if I had to say your name in Afrikaans, it would be Gerardo. Gerardo. We're waiting for the takeoff, bro. I'm so happy you feel okay with us about it, Zano. You should be able to talk about it freely, but I understand why you don't. Fear and worry to me is a waste of creative energy. I love to hear about the things I haven't understood. That's the thing as well, right? Like, even if we don't understand these things, us being as open minded and as loving taps self on the community's back, as we are as a community. We don't shun each other for that stuff. And we're like, I don't understand that. That's not my experience, but I'm curious about yours, and we can learn from that. Fear and worry to me. I think I've read that one. Zano, you were amongst family here. Love is true. Zano, don't bump my water, Peppy. You want to come to my lap? You go, sweetie. It's cold here, yo. It's mine. Straight up cold. 7 degrees Celsius. You're definitely not alone. So much love in chat right now. It's making me happy. What strain did you get? You asked me? Did I tell you before you asked? Yeah. Lemon cheese and the soap are the two strains called. The soap looks amazing. Like, I haven't seen weed like that. It looks so dense. It looks like you wouldn't be able to climb inside if you were a small little alien. The lemon cheese looks a little bit more fluffy, but the soap is like, it looks like a bar of soap. Not really. I'll send you photos in the Discord of like in the weeds or whatever, so your friends can see what I bought. It's so little though. That's the thing that's really like bugging me. I spent 340 rand, which is like $15. So it's not that bad. It's 15 bucks. But 15 bucks is a lot of money in South Africa, yo. Like 15 bucks normally would buy me like 20 grams. You can buy like 20 grams of decent weed for like 15 bucks. So to get only two is like my heart. And then like I was like I paid him the monies, and then he takes out the weed and he weighs it. And I look at that little nug on the scale and I'm like, oh please, sir. Oh please, can I have some more? Please. Like, no, oh, the number says 1 gram. That's what you get, though. That's what you get. The stuff is dense. I'm sorry by all. I am, at least today. New skinny pop skinny new scoop amongst family. Halloween costumes, shine bright. What strains did I get? There we go. You better post it in Discord. I will. Enjoy the kush, homie. The soap is fire. I'm happy that you can represent, bro. I'm really looking forward to it. That's the one that I'm looking forward to the most. It looks like I haven't smoked weed that looks like that. Like, and it's apparently that's what the jar said. It's 25% THC, right? I don't think I've smoked weed that strong either. So I'm gonna be very meticulous. I'm gonna be very savoring. I'm gonna, you know, take like small little mini nugs off of the main bud. Really savor it. Thank you for repping as well, bro. What's the big deal about indoor green? I have no idea if what I buy is in or outdoor. It's just effort, right? The amount of effort you put into it. That's what you pay for technically. And technically, if you do everything right, it is going to be a little bit better quality when it comes to terpenes and when it comes to your THC profile. because you have like temperature and controlled environments. Terpenes are very volatile. They evaporate in high temperatures. So in South Africa, especially, they just they don't like you'll have some terpenes, but most of them just get lost to the air. So if like indoor, you get to keep some of that stuff, at least some of it. I It's usually a reference to hydro, not necessarily. Hydro also, like you can do indoor hydro, but indoor is more like the process of like having like a grow tent, having like lights, having like watering schedules, having like nutrient feeding cycles. Like big thing is also temperature control, like at least, if you're doing it really, really well. That's how you get like the highest THC content and stuff. Those sound like real, real good strains, Melt. I'm happy that you approve. So much lovin's. Who smokes more between Snoop and Rogan? The answer is Willie Nelson. Snoop smokes a lot. He has a guy whose job is it to be a personal blunt roller. I would love to be a rich person's personal blunt roller. I would so love that. That would make me unironically and viscerally happy, right? Because I love the process of rolling joints. I would write intentions. I would bless the living daylights out of that person. And then also, because they're rich enough to hire me to roll them joints, I'm going to have access to the best weed I'll ever be able to find on this planet's surface. And like being able to smell the different weeds and being able to see these gorgeous gems, I would be so happy. I'd be like a pig in mud. Look at me analogizing. Okay, grown indoors under lights of a hydroponic system is one way to do it, of course. Snoop went to high school. Same went to the same high school I did many, many years ago before me. I think he's almost 60 now. This is true. When Snoop poops, it's called a Snoop poop. Van Gogh is known for creating his most beautiful and famous work right before his seizures and episodes. He was tapping into something throughout his whole career. There was this line. It's so trippy that you say that right now, Jovan. On my Finch app, I like toggled that I can get quotes and affirmations. And one of the quotes I got is from Van Gogh. And it went, I cannot change the fact that my paintings are not selling, but I hope that one day people will realize that the paintings are worth more than the paint I used to paint them. Right? And I could feel that dude's heart so much. Thank you for bringing him into my mind. Of course, adding even more. Portmanteau. Oh, Natalie Portmanteau. The way that it was said before, my mind completely spaced because I was thinking about Christian with the whole Natalie Portman fractal, or tow, like a tow truck. Portmanteau. There we go. Thank you. Pick a name, my dude. Love is true. Joe. Is it the same one? Uh, you still get a greeting. Oh, okay. Now I know who you are. Blessings again. I was happy to meet a new friend. I'm happy to meet you too, dear one. I'm planting pumpkin seeds today. I have an ongoing garden inside of the tortoise enclosure. They're constantly having new grass and vegetable sprouts to eat. It's a fun way to keep them fed. That is pretty cool. Having nature provide the greens. They get a variety of things, and I get to have a rolling garden. That's what I like to call it. Bless. I did ask before you told. So much love. That sounds wonderful, Joe. There are some lucky tortoises. They really are. I mean, having Joe Schmo in their lives. They're my buddies, little Banosauruses, of course. I bet it'll be super keefy. It is, dude. Like, it looks like a little, like a little tree. Like, I'll send photos in the Discord soon. Probably a fat, dense nug. Yeah, exactly. So dense. Not that fat because it's only a gram, but so dense. Vaping should let you experience those terpenes much better, though I'm going to be vaping them, Shan. I'm gonna be vaping them. I shall not combust. They shall be vaped. I smoked this stuff the other day that made me sit down and talk to the grass that was growing up through the sidewalk. They called it rolled. and it was dipped in oil and rolled in keef. Oh, those are moon rocks. Those are moon rocks. That's what they call them. That's at least that's the like overarching name for that type of weed. Moon rocks. Yeah, moon rocks will make you talk to the sidewalk grass. Absolutely. 100%. Too much, too much. The day I broke up with my ex and realized I have to learn to roll my own joints was a sad day. Then you were like, nah, can't be bothered. I'll buy pre-rolls. I don't do it anymore, but I can roll a joint with one hand. I've never been able to do that. I like getting all involved with both hands. I've watched a dude on the dance floor roll a joint with one hand, and I've been like, I'm fascinated. So fascinated. Yeah, I mean, he was flexing. He was so flexing, but I appreciate getting involved both hands. You can get a little roller. That's true. You get like these little rollers. I taught myself to do that while driving my Ford F-150 with one. That's freaking awesome. Is Christian still in Bulgaria? He is. I think he might be coming back on Sunday. Maybe. Maybe. He is still in Bulgaria though, as far as I know. It's safer to keep one hand on the wheel and one hand on your joint when you're rolling. Yeah. I just don't roll joints while I'm driving. I'm too lasered, wired in to even consider rolling a joint, right? Like I have smoked joints while driving. Not something I'm proud of, not something I condone, but it was already rolled. And even then, I was like, bro, this is a distraction. I shouldn't be distracting myself. Rolling a joint, that's like on a whole nother level. Moon rocks are basically for cancer patients, and heavy use stoners. Yeah, you get like CBD, moon rocks as well. It will absolutely devastate you. I mean, it will calm you down. It won't make you that high technically. Okay, car time. Car time. Yes, indeed. And I can send you friends a photo of my marijuanas. The head shop girl told me that they were a good bang for the buck. She wasn't lying. The more you know, right? Oh, absolutely. I'm getting absolutely destroyed. The talk to the sidewalk grass weed. Like, what's that guy doing? Oh, he just smoked a moon rock. Now he's talking to the sidewalk grass. Damn, I used to love smoking and driving so much, rolling with my favorite tunes on High as a Kite. Nothing like it. It is a sense of freedom, right? I also enjoyed, smoking and driving. Like, because it never made me feel like I was impaired. It just made me feel like I was super present, right? Like I never did stupid stuff when I was driving high. I've never had a close call driving while high. It was usually just the state of like, I am floating in the world. I am okay. Things are calm. This is fine. Joy you'll get. This are used to do that rolling on Redwood Road. These countries, back roads, need some company. So much loving. You see, this wind is cold, yo. It's cutting my bones. Orange or purple? This one. Let's see. Let's see if you're right. Purple it is. And look at that orange sun peeking through as well. Of course, the card we pulled today is gratitude. Gratitude for culture. Grateful to have some good indoor that I can smoke now when I break my sober October. Yeah, I am grateful. This is nice. All the best flowers, all the best views on those country roads, Joe Bot. I mean, at the end of the day, you were the one that gives those things the meaning, right? Gratitude. I just picked up lemon tree and strawberry haze. I've heard good things about strawberry haze. I would like to smoke strawberry cough one day. Blue and purple. Blue and purple it is. Joe Schmo is usually a little bit behind. He's also got the fractals locked down. Look at them blue waves and them purple surrounding card. Our shaman lady with her little turtles on her beautiful purple shawl, holding a shell, little flowers surrounding the car. What a trip. Zano, I'm way behind, but I just wanted to let you know that I love you and I thank you for sharing and being vulnerable. You're an awesome human. So much lovin's. We have Melita in the stream as well. I bless you with eternal abundance and long life and joyous, wonderful human interactions and the cutest kitties that came and say hello to you, sending you lovin's. Oh, time, light savings time. You got daylight savings? Means we're back on the same time now. Bless. Nice. We get to be in the synchronicities. I just rolled up some Dolles Vita. Ran out of my pre-rolls, so I keep some flour for these occasions. Nice. So you actually can roll, even though you don't like to. I just spent 150. Okay, $150 on 2 grams of vape pen live resin. I really need to get up to Michigan where that would be half price or better. That is a lot of money, bro. That is as much money as I make with yoga a month, if I'm lucky. That's so absurd to me, bro. Come on, bro. It's not that expensive. It's not that expensive to make. That's what I'm angry about. I'm not angry about you spending it. I'm angry about them charging that much, bro. Because come on. Come on, bro. It's not come on, it's not. Oh, thank you. I really needed it. I was crying all day. The full moon hit me so hard out of nowhere. It literally pulled me out of sleep. I was like, and then zwomp. And I was like, what the fuck's happening, bro? What's wrong? Why can't I sleep more? And then I went outside and the moon was like, wow. And my eyes were kind of like messy. Like there was like, I don't know if there was some smush in my eyes. So there were these tendrils around the moon. And I was like, oh, nice. Okay. And then I stayed up for like 4 more hours. I walked around a little bit and then I went back to bed. The moon was like, what's up? Oh? We pulled the gratitude card today, Melita, so you can see as well before we read what it means. Can you guess what this card is going to be about? Yeah, you're right. It is about gratitude. You're so smart. So clever. Hair the musical. I feel like I'm lost now. Now I'm officially lost. Hair the musical. There's a dead bug between my pages. Appreciation and thankfulness. Look at that spiral energy as well. Let's see, Womp? Oh, Melita, the full moon was a pretty thing. There we go. Now I'm seeing the rest of the fractals. I watched Hair last night and had a pretty good cry myself. Hair the musical. I don't think I've seen that one. The movie version. It's amazing and you can watch it in pieces on YouTube. There we go. I had a pink lemonade strain in Portland that was flower THC. It was so tasty. Full moon pulled me off my freaking skateboard. Yeah, I remember full moon. It wasn't me. I love this one. I sing all the songs while rewatching it. So much love. One more time. Gratitude, and let's go. Appreciation and thankfulness. Moon was very bright when I boarded my trash cans after yoga. So much lovin's. Mel was singing and crying. It was joy and bittersweet all at once. The amount of love in chat right now. Calm. The golden spirals within a circle here symbolize offering prayers of appreciation and gratitude for all of life's gifts. Spirals represent the purest form of moving energy. Therefore, they are a perfect means of expressing and sending into consciousness your prayers of gratitude. The priestess figure sits at sunset, consciously acknowledging and giving thanks for the glorious beauty all around. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life Appreciation brings greater understanding and awareness of the miracles that occur all around us every day. Looking through grateful eyes increase our ability to see beyond ourselves and enjoy life more completely. Choosing this card brings a message of appreciation from the cosmos to your very own heart. Give thanks for your amazing heart, which moves energy through your body so that you may live in the physical world. Give thanks as you open your heart and develop the intelligence that resides there. Living with gratitude is a part of your sacred path. Appreciation of your own divine nature and that of everything around you will assist you to experience expanded awareness and appreciation for all that is. Gratitude is such a simple thing, and yet one of the most powerful energies that we can engage. Start each day in gratitude and appreciation and see how your world expands. As you move through your day, take moments here and there to connect with your appreciation for the abundance and love that fills your life. Notice some Quailfuls singing their song as well. Notice how much more beautiful the world appears as you offer yourself the gift of gratitude. I'm on 74% right now. It is 33 minutes past. It's probably going to be 34 right now. There's 11 friends in chat with us. I saw so many 47s and 74s on the road as well. There it is, 34 minutes past. Even more synchronicities. Easy to be hard. Easy to be hard is the one I always cry to. I'm guessing that's the song name. One benefit of grow is there's usually less of a chance of pesticides in the indoor grow if done correctly. Also true actually, because you don't really want pests, like you have a little bit more control in that way. Meld, what do you guys do with your garbage out on the farm? There's like a place that we take it in town. So like we have a trailer that gets loaded and then it gets driven. How can people be so heartless? How can people be so cruel? Easy to be hard, easy to be hard. Especially people who care about strangers. Dear friends, I have to fly. I love you. We love you too. 74% here too, of course. What a card. What a you. I'm grateful for you. So much so. The amount of love in my heart. I have said this once or twice, I'll say it again. I'm grateful for these smiles that we shared together, my friends and fam. This is my favorite tea house slash coffee shop slash drum circle. Brother Bear, you make it my favorite as well. Thank you for offering your energy and your presence. 22% on your side. Let's see what this one is. 31. No synchrony. No more synchronies. I was hoping mine was going to be on 22 as well. And I was going to like, oh, me and Joe are soul bonded on an electronic level. Even though we are. But I was gonna riff about it, be like, trip myself out about the synchronicities. Let me add the little windshield. The hydrate homies for a wholesome human. The hydrate home for a wholesome humanimals. They're so freaking cute. Dag, my tablet is at 46. Yeah, just barely missing it. I'm still on 74 on mine though, so I'm feeling the synchrony. Are you ready for some kalimbaing? There's no beautiful sun to show you. It's fucking cold, yo. How cold is it? 6 degrees Celsius. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Skippity pop scoops. Skippity pop 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 top mom. You see, that's too much. Too much number. It's 42 degrees Fahrenheit. That's too little Fahrenheits, bro, for me. I want more Fahrenheit, please. The orange and purple is a big synchronicity for me. NGO, you showed up for it, brother bear. So Practice some gratitude today, man. That's the that's the lesson we're being called to. I'm grateful for this physical body that I get to occupy. I'm grateful for my doggo warming my legs. I'm grateful for you, friends, joining me in today's stream. I'm grateful for the birds singing their little songs. I'm grateful for the trees gently oscillating in the wind. I'm grateful for the rain that has been falling on the farm. I'm grateful for the grass growing underneath my bum. Love is true. Let me play some kalimba. Experience some music for a few moments. And just like that, whiskey bopped. Was it just me? Or did the kalimba sound different today? I think it's because the times were cold, so the frequency at which they oscillate shifts, as the temperature does as well. But it felt different. It felt different to me. Felt like I was getting better energy or more connection, if that makes any sense. I bought my indoor, I bought my little outdoor boy bust, a little insulated, waterproof cat house until I can afford to get him into the vet and turn him into an indoor kitty. So much love and thank you, Joy V, for taking care of that little one as well. Electrically soul bonded. Super cold there right now, huh? Oh yeah. I thought you were having summer. Apparently, I'm like my dad placed a stressor in my mind today about the fruit trees throwing off their flowers if it gets cold after it's hot, and now I'm stressing about that. I don't want the fruit trees to throw off their flowers. Mel, what birds are those that are squawking so adorably? I don't know actually. They might just be swalkies. No? Funkies. Hey Google, can you show me South African funkies? Funk is. Hey Google, can you show me South African funkies, a type of bird? Or they're finches. They're finches. Of course. I literally have the app called Finch, and I still don't know the name. They're finches. They're like they really like being heard. They're like losing their little minds. Skibbity bobbity skibbity skibbities. Skibbity skibbity. Zano, you have family here. It gets better, I promise. Did I miss some of Zano's comments? You are loved, dear Zano. Always and eternally. You have a friend in me. After all, dear one, I'll keep showing up for you. All you have to do is show up for me as well. There's our Shan message. Sounds less twangy. It's probably the cold wood as well. Yeah, I think it has an effect. The wood is pretty cold. Hey! Yeah, that hurt actually a little bit. Daylight savings means I can finally participate in yoga again. How fantastic, Duck Dad. How lucky would we be? It would be nice to have you there, man. Are you ready for our Shan message? Goes something like, have the mostest, beautifulest day, everyone. I, for seriously, love you all so, so. Very, very super sized, duper sized, jumboli. Whoppingly, enormously, considerably, astronomically, cosmically, dearly. Beloved, lovely, lion-heartedly legendary Meldmore, and all of you oh so very, very, absolutely, incredibly, amazingly, flabbergastingly, unbelievably, marvelously, mesmerizingly, extraordinarily, modestly, charmingly, courageously, considerably, gorgeously, lumiferiously, luminous, magically, magical, deeply cherished, epically epic, divine friends that lovingly melt into the fractal of culture. Hot damn. How do you they keep getting better? I don't know. Shan is a super person. Medicine mother. Thank you for healing us of your words as well. Dear beloved. Daylight savings means I'm looking forward to it. Duck Dad. Again, those cold snaps in the weather can certainly mess with tropical fruits. Hopefully it's not to be a deep cold for you. Hoping so, yeah. I believe. Hopefully they've already been pollinated if worse comes to worse. My light is done, it seems. Strawberry haze, live resin smells amazing, I can imagine. Daylight saving means I get up at 5 a.m. to be ready for. It's not real. It doesn't exist, Joy Vive. It's a lie. You're gonna wake up at the exact same time. It's gonna be the exact same time. I've been giving the same yoga at the exact same time. Daylight savings is bamboozling our brains, right? Sure, the sun cycle shifts. That's what it's about. So it might feel earlier because it might be darker longer in the morning, but technically it's a lie. You can always go back to sleep for an hour afterwards. It's like Melt, that's during your stream time. Yeah, no sleeping actually. You have to be in stream ASAP. Right now. I appreciate you. I look forward to practicing continually with you. Actually feels kind of good as of late. I really, really like Halloween. So much love. Doesn't everyone? I mean, we don't have Halloween in South Africa, so I couldn't love it even if I wanted to. That is some devil worship stuff, according to our culture here in South Africa, being a very Christian country. You're gonna dress up like monsters? That's devil worship. Do you know what Halloween is about? It's about the Day of the Dead. Yeah. Yeah, people die and we honor them for like one day. And they're like, nah, oh, I can't do that, bro. Mm-mm-mm-mm. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm being salty about culture. I'm just writing it off. It's 47 minutes past. I love you. I thank you for joining me right now. I send you blessings. And I'll see you again soon. It's devil worship to show up to people's houses and get candy. No, you get shot if you show up to people's houses. Haha, Melt, that's funny. No, no, I'm serious. Like, showing up to people's houses in the middle of the night is a good recipe to get shot in South Africa. All right. Oh, yeah, my legs. Oh, there's something I can't do. Christians do their own Halloween here. I don't think so. Love is true. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you for being a part of this new culture that we are building. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. Blessings to you.